Star Wars fans, what's up? I'm your host, Darth Kitten. Now, I actually decided to post videos every other day instead of every day, so I can give myself enough time to edit them and post them for you, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, today we're going to be doing the planet of Bespin, better known as Cloud City. We'll be doing Imperials versus Rebels, another strategy video for you guys. Hopefully this will help out a lot. Now, I'm hoping to start up a series probably every Monday or so, just about talking about the different planets. There's not a lot of planets, but probably just every Monday, just go into details, especially about the planets, just to see how well. I'll be hopefully posting a kind of a schedule soon, so you guys can kind of know what to expect. Now here, I always like to start closest where my base is, and then on the other side usually is their base. Now you have to be careful in a lot of these hallways. As you can see, like right here, there's that little breakaway point. There's one at the beginning, one at the middle, and one at the end. The problem is they like to hide kind of in those corners, kind of those breakaways in the hallways, and try to ambush you if you're not careful. So you always got to keep your eye on them, make sure they don't do that. And if you're not sure, do a quick spin to make sure they're not coming after you. Another problem with those hallways, especially at both ends, there are windows. So you got to be careful to get in those windows, because you have to be careful not to get too near those windows, because a lot of times they like to have these snipers or just people in general that like to just hang out and wait for you to come, and they'll shoot at you. Now lately I'm one of those people who likes to go head on into the battle. I don't like much help, but here, throw a couple grenades, try to disperse them, come out towards us. You have to be very careful with the base, because that's where they all like regenerate and come out. And then a lot of people like to hang out at the side where they'll all rush over and try to help out. In the base, you basically have to draw like an invisible circle around the middle. And you have to be careful where you go. Another thing you have to be really careful of is, as long as it is red, it is their base, and they will keep regenerating there until it goes clear. Once it goes clear, they can no longer regenerate any people there. And it's up for grabs, yours. And of course, once it goes green, you will regenerate troops there. So I spent a lot of time in this corner because it kind of disperses their troops, so they'll all try to go there, and they're dispersed all around the map right now. Now, the one problem that I have a lot, especially with going headfirst into the line of fire, is I get killed a lot. But it does, if you play it well, you can definitely kind of draw a path out for them. Here we go. Now, there are ramps on both sides, so I love to throw the grenades down, because with the little help of gravity, the grenades will roll down and hit them. Now, it's kind of a crooked one, so it goes down, and then I take a sharp turn left, so sadly it won't go after them all, but while they're coming up, it'll kind of cut them off, and a bit of surprise. Now here you gotta be really careful, because they may not want to come up the ramps after you, but they will try to take a sniping position, whether they're Wookiees or the X-Wing fighters. And they also gotta be careful where you place your grenades, because you may not be able to get physically hurt, but if you're not careful, I just destroyed the medical droid, which is the only one in this area other than at their base camp, which does not help me whatsoever. Here, you can kind of see what I was talking about. The ramp goes down and then takes a sharp turn to the left, which sometimes your grenades won't fall down that far. They'll just get stuck here at the bottom, the base where it turns. Now, you're going to be really careful going after a base, because there is typically computers like to place 1 or 2 people around the base. And, of course, while the base is still red, while the base is still there, they'll regenerate like crazy in that spot. So let's say we can try this again, trying to capture the base, the whole goal. Now what's really nice is when you of course have that advantage of 153 troops compared to about 60 troops going head to head. Like I said, you gotta be very careful. They like to play copycat. You throw a grenade, they'll throw a grenade, and disperse all your troops. Now, one thing that I'm really excited for, I want to take time out to talk about, is the jetpacks that they're introducing in the Battlefront. Yes, they do have it in the older Battlefronts, like in this one, as you may see on the Dark Troopers, and they do have it on the Clone Trooper Jet Troopers. But there, if you play both those sides, you play both the clones and the troopers, you will notice a major difference in the jetpacks. With the Dark Troopers, they kind of give off a short burst where you'll get a lot of height, maybe not as much distance, but you'll gain a lot of height and kind of angle off and go back down. With the jet troopers, the clone troopers, they don't give you as much height, but they give you more distance. So depending on what you want to do, if you want to do jet. Now in the new Star Wars Battlefront, if you've seen a lot of the previews, it's more of the Dark Troopers where it gives you a lot of height and maybe not as much distance, but it does give you that advantage where you can go up and over and kind of take them by surprise. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Wookiees love to throw grenades. I remember I played them once. They got a stock of like 6 to 10 grenades just on them. So you gotta be really careful if there's a Wookiee in your area because they will throw whatever they have at you. Now, even though if the base is red and they have about 10 troops left, there's not much of a chance that they will regenerate because I don't know the exact count, but I believe that there's only about like 10 troops out at a time, 10 to 20 troops out, and they only got 10 troops. There's only 10 troops out, so they can't regenerate any more at their bases. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me any comments you have. Hopefully I'll get a schedule posted for what videos I'm going to do. May the force be with you. Have a great night.